We are out.
Hey guys, Brian with Workshop Addict, and we're going to take a look at one of the new saws that Ryobi's coming out with in the spring of 2020. This is the Ryobi 40-volt brushless 16-inch chainsaw, model number RY40505. It is made in China. There is very little information out on this saw currently, and we are estimating that this saw will have an MSRP of $249. That could change. Don't take that as gold. This is a pre-release review. There's a lot to go through here, so I'm going to kind of chug through some things pretty quick. This came with a 4 amp hour Ryobi battery and one of Ryobi's newer style 40-volt chargers. This charger is cool. It doesn't give me the warm and fuzzy feeling as one that is a larger box that you would drop this into, but there's good and bad with it. The bad is it takes about 2 hours to charge a 4 amp hour battery. The good is that you're not just pummeling this cell and heating it up to charge it, so I think that the batteries will last longer in that case. We also used a 5 amp hour battery, and it takes 2.5 to 3 hours to charge the 5 amp hour battery that we had. It's interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's going to be one of those things. Now this comes with a Y52.050 narrow curve 3/8 inch pitch chain. Just like we would with a miter saw or a circular saw, sometimes it's nice to change the blades or chains, or at least make sure they're sharp. Ours was not very sharp coming out of the box. Check it out, look at it, give it a feel. If you need to sharpen it and or replace it, do that. I'll leave a link in the description to some other chains and also some chainsaw chaps. If you're working with a chainsaw alone, please use some safety. It would suck to cut yourself, not be able to get back to wherever you needed to, blah, blah, blah. Safety's always good. There is a 90-day money-back guarantee on this saw. If you don't like it, take advantage of that. It comes with a 5-year tool warranty. We're going to bring you in and go over some of the items on this and compare it to the Milwaukee in a little bit. But our first testing when I went out, I actually accidentally threw in a 5 amp hour battery and started cutting on the tree. And I was getting cutout after cutout after cutout. And I was like, what in the world is going on? Come to figure out that the 5 amp hour battery I put in only had 1 bar and it was basically dead. So once we threw the 4 amp hour battery in it that actually came with the saw that was fully charged, the saw performed very well. The variable speed trigger was easy to use. The safety took a little bit of getting used to, but in that situation, we were cutting a 9.5 inch Austrian pine tree that is completely frozen. That makes it a little tough to decide on its power and its longevity there, but the chainsaw was doing well. Everything was working good. On that 4 amp hour battery, we got 9 cuts. That's not great, but being the fact that the tree was pretty wet and pretty frozen, I'm not sure how good or how bad that really was at that point in time. It seemed like everything worked well, but as you get down to that last bar on the battery, you will get more cutouts, and you can really start to tell that the saw is losing some power. So if you're getting a lot of cutouts with this saw, check the power of the battery pack. That's something that seemed to make a big difference. We moved on with the 5 amp hour battery after that and just started cutting a little bit more on that tree and moving around, cleaning up some of the stuff that had dead fallen throughout the winter, and it seemed to cut very well. We did well more cuts with the 5 amp hour battery than the 4 on some different trees that were half broken off. And that's what's really weird. The 5 amp hour battery just seemed to perform flawlessly with many more cuts than did the 4 amp hour battery. So with that said, I'm going to throw it here. Did the 4 amp hour battery that I have get a full charge? What was going on with that? I don't know. Will it take a few charges with this battery charger to get that battery up to par? The fuel gauge said full. Don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, but if you're going to use this saw, have multiple batteries on hand because it was fairly thirsty. With the 5 amp hour battery, we went through a half charge doing at least 7 or 8 cuts on a 7 or 8 inch tree, and also multiple other cuts on a limb that had died basically and we fell over. So pretty decent, but not spectacular. So let's come in and take a look at this saw and compare it a little bit to the Milwaukee. The absolute first thing that I noticed on this saw was the trigger and the trigger safety. To use the trigger, you have to pull the trigger safety back, and then you have full function of the variable speed trigger. If you let the trigger go to let the saw stop, you have to pull this back again to get into the trigger. I found myself keeping my thumb up top and holding that back all the time, which was a little bit annoying because I didn't feel like I had as good of grip on the chainsaw as what I would have wanted, especially with gloves, although the trigger safety did work wonderful. The trigger itself is slow reacting with the brushless motor, so you can give it throttle and let off and get it to kind of stumble. If you're coming from a gas saw and you're coming into this, that can stumble you a little bit, but it's something you can get used to pretty quickly. The chain brake on here, perfect, love it. I use it all the time. I'm used to gas saws, so whenever I'm walking around or whenever I'm not going to use the saw for a couple seconds, I always apply the chain brake. We applied it a couple times while we were cutting, and it seemed to work very well. Stopped the chain almost immediately. The position of where the battery goes in is nice, and it balances the saw out quite well. If you pick it up, you can see, and that's with the 4 amp hour battery that's in it, it's fairly balanced and very comfortable. There is a 6-ounce container for your bar and chain lube. You have a semi-transparent capacity up front so you can see what's in there. And there's also a tool in the back that easily pulls out to adjust the amount of oil going to the bar and chain. I like that a lot. It does have a very, I don't want to call this old school, but this is like what I like style of adjusting the bar and chain. This tool works and it's easy to use. The chain did not stretch a whole ton. It's absolutely perfect, to be honest. And I loved it, the way everything worked. You have your chain tensioner right here. It tears apart like a gas saw, and that to me is absolutely perfect. Now this saw is a little bit longer than what most of them that we've seen out there, and I think you'll see that in the design of TTI's Milwaukee saw, where it just seems to be longer, and it felt like it was because of the placement of the battery. Now the differences that we see between the Ryobi and the Milwaukee is basically the size of the motor and the width that they had to go through to get that motor in, and also metal bucking spikes. The Ryobi has plastic bucking spikes. I don't think that that makes a huge difference on what you're actually going to use this saw for. You're not going to go out and slam this into a tree and really reef on it to get it to cut. The power's not there, and you're only going to run a 16-inch bar, which the reality is you're probably not going to have too much fun cutting a piece of wood that is 15 or 16 inches around. It's going to be fairly slow. I'm not saying it doesn't have a good power, it's just not quite what I would use for anything over 10 to 12 inches. Just a personal opinion there. Everything else here is what you would expect. The Ryobi rubber is exactly what you find on other tools. Things here are just, they're pretty nice.
No charge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 3/4. So hand size here might be a little over 8-9 inches long ish. It is froze. 4 amp hour battery that came with it.
Battery operated chainsaws can be fairly expensive. This has definitely put some competition in the market. It is not even close to being in the same price range as the Milwaukee next to it. For $250 with a battery, it's a deal. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but not many tools are. And being the fact that you're getting this at a great price, it's definitely gonna fit a lot of people's expectations and needs. I think that's important when you're looking at a home chainsaw, one that's not going to be used every day. You have the option to pull it out when needed. You have the option to use your 40-volt battery in a plethora of other tools, and that's a big deal for most people. If you're buying this chainsaw alone, buy another battery. If you're doing that, then you're going to look at multiple other chainsaws in the market for the same cost. But I will say there's not a chainsaw on the market right now that I would purchase and only have one battery around. If I needed to really take care of a lot of stuff in my yard or had a tree fall and I wanted to cut it all up, you're gonna need more than one battery to do so. Our testing with this was in cold weather. That could have affected a little bit of the runtime. The 4 amp hour battery could be a fluke. We have a testing sample size of 1, that's it. So we didn't have any issues. Everything worked great. I would highly suggest you look in the description a little bit for some of the other stuff that we have. And even if you use this very occasionally, I would pick up a pair of chainsaw chaps. They're just worth it if anything were to ever happen. And let's just hope that nothing ever does, even if you are wearing them. So coming out in the spring, $249, looks like a good deal with the battery. You let me know what you think about the chargers. We'll go from there. We'll keep using this guy as we have the need for it and when it gets a little warmer out, and maybe try to redo some of those tests on social media. So keep asking questions. I will let you know what happens. As always, guys, we appreciate a like, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.